Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. Y'all already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. The more people you associate yourself with, the more problems you're going to have. The more people that you entertain and keep next to you, the more problems you're going to have. People all are dealing with their own issues. So when you connect with people, you take on their problems. You have to be that ear. You're listening to what they have going on and trying to deal with what you got going on. The more people you deal with, the more problems you're going to get. That's just how life goes. You don't know what somebody else is going through. But at the same time, you dealing with them brings whatever they're going through into your life. The more people you deal with, the more problems you're going to have. You got to be able to balance your life, their life, and whatever else is going on between y'all to have a level playing ground. And sometimes we take on challenges that we don't even need to be involved with. We know this person has a lot going on in their life. We know this person can't figure out how to get stable, but we tend to take on their problems as trying to be a friend, but our life isn't balanced. So you got to watch who you bring into your life on that note, because what they got going on is going to reflect on you. You can say, I don't have anything to do with that. But in reality, what they have going on is going to reflect inside of your life. You got to watch those energies from different people that bring that vibe from their life to your life. The more people you connect with, the more problems you're going to have. And that's just how it's going to be, regardless. That's why you see the people at the top, when they have an issue, they have major problems because they've connected with so many different people. The problems is there. We all got issues and problems we're dealing with. They just don't come out until we have certain encounters. They're suppressed until we have encounters where the problem is there to come out, and it shows. But we don't know when the problem is going to come out, man. People bring their energy from what they have going on to you. You might not think and notice it until you're having certain problems and certain effects are taken in your life. And you're like, where is this energy coming from? How is this coming to me? It's because what you got surrounded around you. You're bringing that energy to you. You can't have everybody around you. Everybody's not good to be in your space. Some people are just met for phone communication. Some people are met not to never meet up. It's like that. You have to see who's able to be in your presence to create stability for you. If you got people in your presence and your life is rocky, why are they there? The people around you are supposed to balance your life, not add weight to your life. It's supposed to be a certain type of balance with the people in your life. So you got to watch who you accept. You can't save every situation that everybody's going through because you can throw the balance of your life off. And most importantly is having your life balanced, because if you can't balance, you have no function. You off. This is the game. You can easily get pushed off track. It's easy to get sidetracked from what somebody else got going on because you take the focus off your daily life to try to tend to somebody else's situation. And maybe the people might be worthy of it, but I don't think anything is worthy of off balancing your life. Your life and your stability is the top priority. This what means the most. your life and your stability. But when you bring others and what they got damage going on into your life, it can throw your balance off. Your focus can be off track of what your goals was. You had specific goals that you was working towards, but now you're trying to focus on how to stabilize somebody else's mood in their life. You got to watch who you bring into your life. Everybody is not for you. Everybody is not going to add value to your life. And you have to recognize that. And when somebody doesn't add value, you have to remove those situations. You can't try to balance what you have going on in your life and try to balance the stability of their life. It's going to throw your balance off. You have to pay attention to what you have around you and your surroundings and who you allow and accept in your life. It's a big part of your life because you attract the energy. If you say, all right, I accept what you bring it and you know it's negative, but you're trying to calm it down, what you think it's going to do? It's going to rub off on your life. And people don't pay attention to it until their life is in a back pedal, until they're going through something. And then you think, how did this happen to me? How did I bring this energy into my life? It's because you accepted other people that were going through something into your life when you didn't have to. You can still be a good friend by communicating over the phone. You can still be a good friend by communicating through text message. Everybody doesn't have to be in your presence. You don't have to embrace everybody to make you feel as if you're a good person. You hear me? It's like people will bring the worst energy from what they're going through in your life, and you don't see it until it's too late. And we all got decisions and things that we want to do in our life, right? But having somebody else bring you down shouldn't be one of them. And people do it so commonly and don't care. They don't care what happens after it happens to you. Pay attention to the game, man. Life can get crazy at any moment. You got to value your peace. You got to value the freedom you have. You have to value certain things. I think we rush and get into certain things that maybe we think we should be involved with or we think we should do. And those be the things we should stay away from. Humans have a bad start at making decisions in life because we make a lot of mistakes and we got to navigate through those mistakes, and it's always happening within other people. It's like you're dealing with other people and their personalities, and you got to make mistakes along the way and restart. It's a task. It's a task that, we have to overcome. It's a challenge. You're going to meet a lot of people in your life, in and out of your life. We're going to go through a lot of ups and downs. But always try to maintain your balance. Always try to maintain your balance and keep pushing, man. Money isn't everything, but it's a lot. You need money to function. But don't overwhelm yourself for the money, because the money is going to come. It's just about making conscious decisions while you're trying to make money. And we get caught up in these different things that they put out to the world that intrigue us and make us go spend our money. So it's easy to go work all week and then come up with a quick plan to spend the money. You have to make conscious decisions not to blow the money. You have to be aware that money is meant to be spent. So some people say that they want to save until you go. But if you save until you go and you don't get to enjoy it, you really didn't live a good life. You got to enjoy your life and the things that you acquired in your life to enjoy life. You can leave anything to anybody else. But while you're here, you should be figuring out how to enjoy life. And a lot of times we are in different situations in life and we don't even enjoy it. We done created a life for ourselves and we don't enjoy it. That's not what we want. But the world tells us this is how we have to go about life. So that's why we go about it that way. When in all actuality, you're not happy with the way your life is going. And you don't understand this until you created a life that you're not happy with. But you have to be okay with it because society says that you have to be okay with that life you created. Stop living for what society say. I'm going to tell you that now. Don't live for what society say. You have to live for yourself and what you want to do. You have to guide yourself on your path and what you want to do. You can't live how other people want you to live. All it's going to do is make you miserable trying to figure out how to get in that swing. And that's why a lot of people are miserable daily because they're living in a swing that they can't catch. You know how when you're in a swing and you're trying to catch that dip, they're trying to catch that dip and you never get to catch the dip. So you go all the way through life never catching that dip. You trying to find it because you living how they telling you should live. You got to create the lane that is comfortable for you. Most importantly, when you create the lane that's comfortable for you, you get to ride the wave you want. It's going to be ups and downs through this journey. This journey is not going to be easy. It's not going to be sweet. But understand that things work out all the time. Sometimes we get overwhelmed about things, right? And we think like we want to make something happen right now. And it's not going the way you want it to go. And you think it's never going to happen. No, it's going to happen. It's destined to happen. You just got to keep pushing. Keep working. Everything will happen if you want it to happen. But you got to work towards certain things. And sometimes people think that they can just pray and the things are just going to pop up for them. Yes, pray, but you still got to work towards them. You still got to put some active motivation in progress to make it happen. When you do that, you see something. But if you don't, you can't think that it's just going to magically appear. Different trials and tribulations in life, man. And we got to navigate through them. We all have to navigate through them to survive. Some people going to make it and some people not going to make it. But while you're here, just try to do your best. You got to try to push and make things work accordingly. Don't be in competition with other people because there is no success at the end of this. The only way to go at the end of this is in the ground. So if you can find a comfortable, stable zone through your entire life, you live the best life there is. If you find a comfortable, stable zone through your entire life, you live the best life there is. People are thinking that the most money is the best life. No, it's the person that has the comfortable, stable, happy life. As long as they can do that, they have the best life. Because in the end, you can't take none of this stuff with you. Nothing rides with you. So it's about the journey here. And we get lost in understanding that the main focus is the journey here, being happy here. That's the focus. But it's all these things that have been created to make us distracted, not understanding that the bottom line is making sure that you're happy here. That's the most important thing ever. Your health, making sure you're happy. If somebody's happy doing something that you might not think is the best, but they're happy, they're living a good life, honestly. Just because you feel that this person's life is not as good as yours and they don't have this going on, that doesn't make their life not happy. They have to find that common ground. And a lot of people look at their life, and maybe because they might have more than somebody else, that their life is better. Not understanding they might be miserable every day with the little that they do have. But the person that doesn't have as much is entirely happy all the time. Ain't that something right there? Finding that stable, common ground for yourself is important. Not trying to follow the trend. And that's what they got us on. Thinking that every time something is coming up or coming out, we got to follow that. But it keeps you spending your money. It keeps you off balance. So they designed a way to make money and to keep us intrigued. And that's all it does. It keeps us intrigued to what they got going on. The design. If you pay attention to it, that's why most people are just making it. Because they're trying to keep up with what's going on in life. And it's really nothing going on. The new phone come out. The new sneaker come out. Anything new coming out, it intrigues people to go buy it, to say you had it first, and all it does is wear. The mental. And the people that are putting it together, selling it, they don't even have that same interest as you do. The design, man. What side of the design you gonna be on, man? It's a big game. And you got to pay attention to it from all angles, or you'll get lost and just be the consumer. But make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, man. It's your boy DZ, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.